Hello, my name is Wolf, and I do coaching for Marvel Rivals. Today, we're taking a look at a Penny player who's reached Celestial. I have coached them several times up until this point, and has gotten to the point where I needed to do a very heavy look at the character in order to help and assist this player reach the next level. So, mostly, we're going to be taking a look at a lot of advanced stuff today. Some terms I've coined, like dry swapping and leapfrogging and a couple play styles and stuff like that. Once this review is done, I will be making a advanced Penny guide, a very high level Penny guide, just covering every single aspect of the character. But because I did all that, this review actually ended up taking 3.5 hours on Twitch to do. I was able to edit it down to about 2 hours, but if you do want to watch the raw footage, I will have it in my Discord. And if you want to request a review yourself, all you have to do is click the Discord link down below and make a request through there. Anyways, on to the video. Stuff like that. I'm bouncing around between characters, but yeah, that's the kind of thought process. And that's why it's taken me a lot longer to get to Captain Kraken's, because I had to do an absurd amount of research and testing and theory crafting on his abilities and stuff like that, just to help him reach the next level of the next skill level he's looking for. I do want to take a look at where you're placing your mine, your nest, and stuff like that. We will go heavy into like using mines, and it's like mostly I think this review is going to end up being like mine usage and nest placement and dry swapping and stuff like that. We are on the Hulk Penny. Backline I don't really care too much about. We do have the Namor and Hawkeye. They should be able to protect the backline pretty well this match, so we're not really going to... Let me pull up my notes. I need my notes. Which my notes are on this page. Yep, this page. Playstyles. I have playstyle lists here. Where's my... There's too many notes here. Notes. Okay, bunker style, sentinel, trapper, librarian. So, like, we're not going to play anti-dive just because our black line should be pretty secure. We're not overly worried about that. We can't really do that anyways because we have a Hulk who's going to cover that area anyways. He's going to bounce around from the front and back line constantly. We are mostly going to play bunker style. On this point, at least until it gets captured, then we will have to change because bunker style doesn't really work on with working around the payload. Mostly on attack, like we can do it on defense, but while we're on defense, we're going to move around a lot more often. Let me play this out and just see how you go. There's the rest of my notes. I mean, there is a trapper style as well that we need to work on. The Hawk's gonna do this thing. We're doing the little Mimi mine trap spawn thing. Like, you can, if you're fast enough, as soon as you get out of spawn, like, you can move over there. Because let's actually look at you doing the little Mimi mines here. Because where are these actually going? Because you're wasting a lot of setup time by actually doing this. Like, it's funny, it's haha. It's like, hey, I might actually get a kill with them coming out of spawn, but you're not going to get a lot of value out of that other than getting your ult charge. And honestly, with Penny ult, it's more of a tempo ult. Just use it whenever. Where are these landing? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, where are these going? Okay, so, I mean, he's got that mastered. Does he get any kills? I'll go back and talk about it. I'm just curious if he gets any kills. Because it's fairly obvious. I mean, like, they should just shoot these. Especially at this high of a rank. Why does it feel like my sound's messed up? Okay, they just bubble through it. They don't even bother shooting them. Anyway, so those mines back. Okay, so I didn't get anybody. Okay, let's go back to you doing whatever you were doing here. Let me check Discord, make sure there's a general. Yeah, no one's saying anything. I mean, it's a funny meme kind of thing. It's like, I did the funny, but at the same time, you're losing a lot of setup. A lot of setup time, a lot of baiting, a lot of you're giving up a lot of opportunities here to set up properly, because you're spending all this time doing this. Now you have to quickly try to set down your nest instead of thinking about where to put them. because there's a few things here. Because we got the nest down. They actually walking out with one healer. No. Luna was chilling for a moment. Like she has time. She can run. So we got our nest set up here. Now there is a concept called dry swapping, because you can place your nest down. You have a lot of time booby trap a lot of these areas. The difference between a low level penny and a high level penny. A low level, lower. I say low level, but it's not really low level. Like Grandmaster Celestial Eternity, which like this thought process has helped you carry yourself up through the ranks to this point, but. Like, I know I taught about putting the nest in here and stuff like that, but you do want to spread them out as well. Put them in the most... Hi, Kirky! Put them in the spaces and areas you mostly want to be able to get the most value from them. Right now, we're not actually worried about the nest. Right now, we got our mines and we got time. We need to booby trap some areas, which means we need to come out in this area for a little bit. We're going to booby trap common pathways that people are going to take. We're not really going to booby trap up here because it's going to be awkward to get up here and then return unless we do it at the end. But a big area we do want to booby trap is right here. This health pack is going to get utilized a lot at the higher ranks. You can take advantage of this. At the lower ranks, not so much. The lower ranks, they tend to forget there's a health pack over here and people generally don't utilize this. At the rank you're at, you can absolutely abuse the fact that people know this exists though. How are you going to do that? You're just going to place some mines here. You don't have to web it. You don't have to hide it. You don't have to you don't have to do anything fancy. The only thing you're going to do is make this deadly. You just put 2 or 3 mines right here and you forget about it. Every now and then, if you guys win the team fight and they're back down there, you come back over here and you throw 2 or 3 mines here again. That's all you're going to do. You want to make sure this is booby trapped so the enemies can't utilize it. This one, you're not going to be able to do so much, but if you are pushed up and you can aim it over there and land some mines around, peppering this health pack, sure, you can do that as well. Starting off, coming out of spawn, though, like I said, we can dry swap our nest. So we can push up here and start out up here. We can place our nest here, fight them in the corridor. You don't have to wait for them to come all the way to spawn because you can reposition back there if it gets too dangerous. You can have your nest here, start off forward, shoot them as they're coming out of spawn. You can mine the entryways here. Cool. Setting up your nest right here. Then, like I said, putting some mines here, peppering here until, like, once they start getting through this doorway, we can dry swap our nest. Our nest is free. As long as our nest doesn't take any damage, the cooldown is 0. So once they start pushing too far forward, we can cancel our nest, come over here, place it down here again, start fighting here, and if we fully control the space here, cool. We just hold this space up. But once they start pushing in too far and there's a risk of our nest taking damage, then we fully drop back and we plop a nest down here and we plop a nest down here or somewhere like that. As we do have the team up nest this fight as well. Let's actually see where you put that. Yeah, you're going to do all that. So it's a lot, like it's very memey. It's very funny when we do get a kill doing that. But the thing is, like, you're giving up a lot of time, a lot of setup, a lot of traps and stuff like that. I want to see where you put the nest, and I'll go into what I'm going to talk about. Okay, so we got our rocket nest in there. Okay, so that area is actually already trapped. You know what to do, Spider. We put our nest in there as well. Sure, we cover this area. I don't mind it. Sure. Like I said, I would rather you like start up here and then move over here. The reason I'm bringing up dry swapping is because if you pay attention to your nest, whenever your nest gets spotted, cancel your nest, immediately move it. If you are constantly just moving your nest everywhere and not allowing it to take damage, you can have effectively 100% uptime on your nest. So we put it there. We are covering this area. Which, yeah, this is the standard kind of thought process with Penny, which, like I said, if we're going to get to the point where we're utilizing our abilities to the next level, let's abuse the fact that our nest has a 0-second cooldown. Start it off here. Once they start pushing, once there's a risk that your nest is compromised and will get destroyed, move it, cancel it, put it, slap it down here, start fighting again. Like even if we started up in this advanced area, because we got Hulk out here, he's already out here ready to go, ready and raring. But even if like we have 2 nests, so we can set up, we can slap a nest down here, slap a nest in here. We have an extra nest, so we could put a nest in here as well and just cover this entire area. So even if people wanted to come in here and deal with the like, oh, there's a nest in there, let me go break it, they're still going to take a ton of damage walking in here. And if you see an enemy walking in there and you hear them like, if you see your nest starting to take damage, cancel it early to get the shorter cooldown. If it's going to break regardless, go ahead and cancel it. But even with starting up in this advanced position, is like slap a nest down there, slap our team up. Well, you would put your Penny nest here and then your team up nest over here. That way you're using your team up nest for the extra armor and stuff like that as well. Instead of like dumping everything in there and just not utilizing the armor as well. That's another thing. Like, your team up nest provides armor packs, and it gives you a bigger amount of armor than the standard rocket nest or the rocket beacon. It's a better beacon without the res capabilities. It's giving higher levels of armor and more spiderlings. So really, you want to utilize, and they both have a 0-second cooldown, which I call dry swapping. Dry swapping is putting your nest down, canceling it, and then immediately moving it, because it's dry swapping because there's no cooldown. So putting your team up ability there, sticking your other nest over here to cover this area. This blocks off people being able to walk through here. They are capable of like breaking through the wall and then dealing with it, but they have to expend a lot of resources to actually break it. A lot of times they're just going to ignore it. And if they're ignoring it, you've also completely cut off this health pack from them. And I'll go into that if I see some of the enemy teams actually utilizing that health pack in the future. Another thing, like say if you don't want to use a nest there, it's like just booby trap it with mines. So Hulk is already out here, and you could be out here just helping and assisting Hulk right now. Like, you didn't get any value for your Mimi mine things, but if you're out here helping Hulk, your teammates are also going to push up forward along with you to help and assist you here. You can be pumping out damage, throwing out that stun, stuff like that. Your guns don't have a reload. So you can shoot non-stop, unlimited shooting. You can do damage 100% of the time if you are landing all of your shots. Obviously, you're not, like, we're looking more for spam. Is like, okay, we're just going to spam through the stuff. Another thing to think about. Yes, we're playing bunker style. We've set up everything. But, like, the enemy team has all of this space given to them. When we have the 0-second dry swap, we can fight in this space, move, fight in this space, move, and fight in this space. We're allowing our team space. We're controlling this space until we no longer can't. This also allows our teammates to push up a little bit more forward, cover this space a little bit more, possibly get some eliminations. If we can hold him here, in theory, and hold him here for the entire point thing, cool. We've done pretty well. But another reason holding up here is we want to pull out abilities and damage and pull out cooldowns and stuff like that earlier in the fights before they get all the way up here. Or, like, worst case, if we do want to fully bunker down here, like I said, make it a minefield. Pepper the area with mines. You don't always have to go for the elimination. But if you got mines set up here, mines set up here, you were here early, so you set up a couple of mines along the doorway here. So as Hulk is walking through here, he gets blown up a little bit. We could have put some mines on this doorway as well. Like, we know where they're going to go. Instead of setting up doing the meme mines over there and trapping their doorway, you can catch them off guard. People are not expecting there are going to be a couple of mines on this doorway. People are not expecting there are going to be a couple of mines on this doorway. They're not looking for it. And if they do react to it, that's a dash out of Psylocke here. That's a bubble out of Hulk. But actually, Hulk used bubble. Hulk does no abilities to block the extra damage here. So he's just forced to tank it, which is free ult charge for you. Let's actually see where the enemy team moves. Yeah, so Psylocke's going that way. Hulk's bouncing in. Sure, everything's there. No one's used the health pack yet, just because nobody's taken enough damage yet. But Psylocke is going for the flank. This is very common. If we're on Penny, we're going to be expecting. Where's your nest? See, I don't like this. Like, think about the value. I also want to, let's go back to and watch you. I want to see how you use your minds and stuff like that before we set up. Okay, so we don't even fully start setting up until like 10 seconds before they come out of their spawn. All right, whatever. So we got our rocket nest beacon in there. Okay, sure. We got one nest in here. We put two nests in there. I don't like this because you're putting all of your eggs in one basket. It makes this very dangerous, but at the same time, it's also very easily avoidable. The enemy team knows not to walk in the webs. They're not stupid. In Plat, Diamond, Grandmaster, this is acceptable because this is the minimum you need to do to win those matches. It's like, this is absolutely fine, no problem. Now you're getting to the rank one. You're fighting more intelligent players. This isn't going to work anymore with all of your eggs being right here, including the beacon. Like, it's just not really going to get any value. And I guarantee you, as I watch through this, I guarantee you, like, Psylocke is probably going to come over here, focus out the nest. Everyone's just going to completely avoid the nest, jump over them, stuff like that. They don't really care. Yeah, so we're doing all this. Like, we're covering this area, but we could also just, what I would be doing, like, you can have one sacrificial nest, but you also, like I said, you want to dry swap them once they have been targeted. So we can have one nest in here with our beacon, sure. We can have one nest in here, which right here, sure, is fine. I don't like this nest. Which one? I want your regular nest in here, and then put your team up right here. It's not ideal. It can be targeted in here. It can be targeted over there. But at the same time, like, you can just body block it. Like, you can have the nest here, have your nest here. But at the same time, with your team up nest here, you're also giving yourself a lot of armor. You're putting your team up nest in an area where your teammates are going to either purposely or accidentally grab the armor that's coming out of that nest. It's going to give you a little bit of edge. But another thing is if instead of fighting over here, leave the nest in there, have that area controlled, we can fight around this doorway. So us fighting here is going to make it a lot harder for them to actually push our nest. So we're fighting here, we're controlling this space, we're bouncing back and forth, fighting there, controlling that space, fighting here, controlling this space. If they do push us, they're fighting us, shooting us. If we end up getting pushed back far enough, we can cancel this nest early to have it available to us. On the 0-second cooldown. And if we need to, we can quickly move it over here and drop it right here, just to make them have to rethink about it. And they're like, oh, okay, the nest is already gone. Instantly moves it over here. It's like, oh, crap. Now I got to move over there and deal with it. And if Psylocke keeps chasing it, just cancel the nest early again as she gets to this area and move it back over here just to be annoying. Yeah, we are doing this. Another thing I want to point out, like, we have everything in here, but we can also, like, extend instead of covering the webs this way, extend it out this way. So we get 1, 2, 3 webs over here. And it's like, now this is a deadly zone instead of this. You're making the area the team wants to fight in a deadly zone instead of the area you don't want. Because if the teammates get to the point of fighting here, it's already to the point where you need to move your nest. Whereas if you're making a trail from your webs down here, like, your nests are still relatively safe with the enemy team being in this area. So having the webs here is fine. Let's see here. So we cover all of this area, and we don't even have to hide the mines here. If we want to booby trap this, put 2 on the door frame. That way it catches them off guard. Like, okay, no webs, no invisibility. I can walk out. Cool. Oh, crap. That it's very, very, like, mining the door frames is very strong just because there's no way to deal with the mines other than walking out and activating them. They can't just shoot them and stuff like that. Or they can't just avoid the webs, which is a big red flag. There's probably mines there. I'm going to take damage regardless if there's a web. Higher ranked players aren't going to step in the webs. They're going to do everything they can to avoid the webs. Let's see how everything goes. Psylocke, I assume, is going to wrap around and attack your nest, which you also need to be thinking, like, how are my nests vulnerable? How are we using our mines? Is that our only spot in the mines? Just putting up a mine and everything there? But at the same time, is like, look at how much space they have. It was like, okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. We can go cover up this area. We can go over here. Cool. We're going to walk down the center. Like, they are free to do whatever they want. Whereas if you're on Peni, like, you can deny and control all of this space if you think about it. The Hulk's going that way. I don't see anybody using the health pack yet. We are still setting up a lot of mines here. It's like I said, once they get to this point, it's like, and they're not going to walk into this. Hello, Mark. Welcome to the stream. Like, they're not going to walk in this. They're just going to avoid it. I want to see how our Psylocke goes. Yeah, so Psylocke's going over here. Hulk's going over in that area. Ooh, look at what I see. Okay, so remember I was talking about booby trapping this health pack, putting some mines here, or maybe even your nest and stuff like that. Hela comes over here. Look, Hela's low. Imagine if we had 2 or 3 mines right here. She will be dead. Well, she's full health. Are you a good bear? I am a good bear. Like, she gets healed by her teammates, but if you had 2 or 3 mines here, that would have completely negated any healing she did. Maybe she would have still gotten a health pack, but either way, like, it's making life hell for Hela right now. I want to see what that Psylocke is, because we have everything in there. Hulk is over here taking a lot of damage. We are far back. Like, we should be in Hulk's face right now. Go back a little bit. I went back too far. Like, we know Hulk is over here. Like, we should be in his face. Just stand and body block him. Stand in his face. Don't allow him out here. Don't allow him vision on any of your nests. Like I said, I wanted a nest here and in here. So if we had a nest here, it's like we can like, hey, you can't see my nest. You have to deal with me. I'm protecting my nest by fighting in this area. Fighting in his face. Standing in front of V. Exiles me? Cool. I don't care. But another thing is, like, he wants to come out here and jump through. He can't do that if you're just standing in his face. I want to see where Psylocke comes over here. Yeah, so Psylocke's going to come over here and deal with the nest. That's another thing thinking about. Is like, if we have a nest in here, like, the first nest is cool. Beacon, we can all have control over. But it's like, hey, we know this is a vulnerable spots for our nests. How are we going to deal with that? Okay, let's booby trap this bad rocket beacon placement. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I understand why he's doing it. He's putting it in here to because it gives spiderlings and stuff like that. But isn't this a just play Phoenix matchup? Yeah, but that's also an alt. So, like, Phoenix has to have alt in order to counter all this. And like I said, you have a dry swap. So, like, the Phoenix matchup doesn't matter so much for our nests. The reason for that is the Phoenix alt has charge up time. You know for an hour when it's coming out. If Phoenix alts, you cancel both nests. Once the alt goes off, you drop your nests back down. That's why I was going into the dry swapping thing. The Phoenix counter does not matter for Peni if your nests have not taken any damage. Really, your nest, if you're playing correctly, your nest should never take damage. The reason it doesn't matter with Phoenix is because you can cancel your Peni nests for 0-second cooldown. So if we hear a Phoenix ult go off, it's like, what does she say? Fire or something. She flies up in the air. She looks around, spends about an hour flying down into the ground to look at you. It's like, okay, just can't. Oh, it's like, oh, okay, there's a Phoenix coming. Cancel team up nest, cancel normal nest. Phoenix ult goes off, replace the nests, and it doesn't matter. Is it more valuable for Psylocke to destroy those nests rather than getting or trying to or get a pick on a squishy? To be honest, like, coming out here, like, she can go after the nest, but I honestly, why would I care about the nest being in here? You are nothing. Yeah, you are nothing. You are nothing. Yeah. I can't crash out or I get kicked out. Okay. Like, honestly, like, if I'm on Psylocke, because, yeah, I know Kuruki plays a ton of Psylocke, so that's why they're asking. Like, if we're in Psylocke's point of view, like, as a Penny player, I'm expecting my nests to take damage. If I realize that there's a Psylocke flanking, I'm canceling nests. Like, the other thing is, like, how are these nests going to get destroyed? Okay, they're going to go for a flank like Psylocke is right now. In order to protect that, I should have thrown a couple of mines on the barrels here, or threw a couple mines up here in case they drop down, stuff like that. It's going to catch them off guard. If we had some mines there, she would have to use abilities like, oh crap, to dash away or tank it, or maybe we get the elimination. I assume Psylocke is going to go for the nest here, which, like, it's not a bad option, just because it cancels out the dry swap and puts the nest on a long second cooldown. But if we're looking at it from Psylocke's point of view here, who's going on flank here, all this area we wouldn't be trapping just because it's too far out of the way for us to deal with. And there's a lot of other areas I want us to trap instead. Like, honestly, in Psylocke's case, she should just take out the nest. Sure. It's like, oh, break that nest, break that nest. It's like, okay, they don't have a beacon, and we lose 1/3 of our, or no, half of our power potential. Nope, it's actually a third, because that's giving mines as well. So we lose 1/3 of Penny's damage potential taking out 2 nests. And it goes on a long cooldown. That opens up an opportunity for your team to push in anyways. Psylocke really ignored the nest. Oh, there's nests there. Why are you surprised there's nests there? Excuse me? Okay. Oh shit, there's a nest here. Okay, let's break those real quick. I like die here. How did you die? So she takes out 1 nest. We need to be watching for that. Because if we know our nest is taking damage, we need to cancel that nest right away to reduce the cooldown. Even if it takes like 1 hit of damage, it goes on like a couple second cooldown, but it's still short enough just to immediately move the nest again. And if we had 1 nest out here, like, it wouldn't have taken damage because Psylocke can't really deal with this nest all that easily. Anyways, back to you. So we've lost a nest. We've lost part of our power. We realized far too late. We don't even realize the Psylocke is dead, and we're walking over here. Okay, so what value are these mines getting? Like, we realized too late we've lost a nest. Our nest is now on a 30-second cooldown when it should be on a 1, 2, 3-second cooldown. Push over here. We don't even realize the Psylocke is dead. It's always gooning guy. We don't even realize, like, we realize, we look, but we should have already realized, hey, Psylocke's dead. We throw some mines here, but, like, what value? Like, who's going into this health pack? Like, who's dumb enough to, other than the Psylocke, who's dumb enough to walk into the web here to grab this health pack? Like, these mines mean nothing in there, to be honest. Whereas, like, we could be, as we're fighting here, still reattaching our mines on the doorway here, stuff like that. Throwing some more mines down here. Like, look, they're all fighting around this health pack. Let me see how this goes. So Hulk comes back over here and grabs a health pack. Like, I know we're fighting, like, we couldn't set them up perfectly as we did before, but at the same time, like, we can still, if we're fighting this doorway, we can still chuck mines over here. Like, we know there's a health pack over there. We can cover this consistently just pepper this area. And just negate any healing or value this health pack has for the enemy team. There's our Hulk. Okay, let's go back to, let's watch you for a little bit. I do want to watch your stun and stuff like that. So we're throwing mines there. Another thing, like, we have our grapple. Is it NA server? I believe this one's NA. So we get that stun, but what value is that stun? Like, you were being annoying. We're getting the stun off, sure. We also have our movement ability, our grapple, which we can use that in a couple of ways. I haven't really seen us need to use the tech with that yet, but we'll go into detail when the opportunity arises, because the enemy team is quite split off right now, with them being over here and you're dealing with Magneto. But at the same time, like, But NA's got their own fair share of scary players as well. Let's get closer to Magneto. Like, if we had a nest on, if we had a nest available for us, if we canceled our team up nest early, like, what we can do we have grapple? Your grapple is F. One thing we can do, one thing we do want to focus on, like, we want to always try as much as we can 100% be standing on one of our webs, which you are doing a good job of. We have our F, like, we can grapple closer to Magneto here. Grapple a little closer, we can fight here, slap a nest down here, and fight in this area, fight in this face, get up all in his grill and stuff like that. He's going to be forced to back off. Like, if he's fighting here, he's not going to instinctively, oh, nest, he's going to run away. Because there's just too many resources in front of his face and while he's being alone, being heavily pressured like this, he's just going to run away. And as he runs away back there, like, okay, we're going to fight here for a little bit. If they start pushing into us, we're going to cancel our nest and then reposition back here again and drop down our nest back here. I like to exile an enemy as Hulk as soon as Namor ult hits the ground. I hit the enemy and they get bodied by the giant whale. By the way, they should nerf some teammates ults charge. Namor and Scarlet ult a lot with their team ups. Yeah. Let's see here. But like, okay, we're trying to cut off his pathway here. But at the same time, if we were up in his face, if we used our, grapple? Our movement ability and got up in his face and then like threw a couple mines at his feet and then stunned him while he's walking over our mines, that's great. Does he ever walk over our mines? No. Like, he actually does. This is the opportunities you want to be looking for. Like, we stun there, but if we saved our stun, like, we set up the mines ahead of time, like maybe he walks into them. We stun slightly early there and we miss it, but imagine if we landed our stun right here. While he's walking over our mines, we land our stun here. It's like, oh, okay. He takes a crap ton of damage. He gets out of it. Looks like he does walk out of it. Now we grapple in. So now we're grappling in too soon. Before it was, let's engage. It's like, okay, there's just a Magneto here. We can engage that and fight that. Now we're grappling in. Now there's two Vanguards here, a Luna back there. They're all over doing whatever they're doing. What is that? Oh, that's a squid. That's a squid? Oh, okay. I thought the squid was down there. I was so confused. One thing you can do that not a lot of players will utilize is the bounce back. What did I call it in my notes here? Tether. Tether. Okay, that's what it's called. Tether. So we can utilize our tether to dodge abilities, dodge attacks, and stuff like that. I don't know if stuns cancel our tether, but even then, it's like, hey, we're grappling in. Instead of grappling that far in, we can drop our grapple here and use our tether to jiggle our hitbox. So if we tether here, but instead of like grappling up in their face, we can drop our tether here and then walk out here and stretch ourselves a little bit. You see how the tether is attached to you in the middle of the enemy team. Instead of that, have your tether over here, walk forward, do the damage, do whatever you want, and then like let go of the control keys. It will yank you back here if you get in too much danger. This will allow you to get more in their face without much risk, just because you can immediately get pulled back. So we grapple very deep. We still got our tether. We don't cancel our tether. But another thing is, like, if we want to hard engage this, we should have a nest ready. So we hard engage. We need to have a nest ready. Like, if we're going to fight this, like, hey, we've made the decision to engage, we need a nest. Because all of this time, this nest has gotten zero value. It could have placed behind the wall. Yeah. Like, if you're thinking about, even if we still had our team up nest, that's the nest we want to utilize, just because, hey, it's giving armor to the area that we're fighting in. But even then, it's like, this nest has gotten no value so far. Like, this nest has done nothing. These mines have done nothing. The enemy team has not engaged this area this entire time. Whereas, like, hey, if we're going to, okay, we can engage this, cancel your nest, push up, slap a nest down here somewhere, and then fight right here in front of your nest on your webs and stuff like that. That way, if they do push into you, they are taking damage from the spiderlings. But you're going in here with half of your potential power. Not fighting on the webs. We have to cancel our tether. Did we get, oh wait, did we get stunned? Oh, okay, we got pushed back. So did we cancel our tether, or this is a learning moment for me. I want to see if how this tether gets canceled, because this tether is so little. This tether's utilized so abysmally small. Like, everyone thinks it's worthless, but if you think of how to use it, like, it has its uses. I want to know, because you get knocked back, which this isn't a stun. Okay, so the tether broke because you got pushed outside of its radius. That's interesting. Okay, so a Bucky grapple would break your tether. Let's go back to you. But, like, imagine if we had a nest just right here, covering this area as we're fighting. Like, put the nest down where your teammates are fighting. Like, your entire team is here. Okay, let's put a nest here and just help them out. This also gives us the shields from our webs and stuff like that. We can fight here. If anybody does push us, they're going to take damage from the spiderlings and stuff like that. If they are pushing too hard and we notice our nest is in danger, we cancel it and then fall back. We also still want to be mining that. This Hela just get a health pack. Oh yeah, look. Imagine if there was a couple mines over here. The health pack ain't even available. Like, she got to sit here and wait for an hour before she even got this health pack. But imagine if there's 2 or 3 mines over here every single time. Let's go back to you. So we're fighting here. We land a stun on Magneto. Yes, your stun is on an extremely short cooldown. Now, another thing I want to do is take a look. Like, who on the enemy team should we be stunning? It's on a very short cooldown, effective 2 seconds. It's a 3-second cooldown. Ideally, you would be thinking about, hey, we're just going to use off cooldown, stun everything we can, which you can, like, rage bait them and do that if you wanted to, and just constantly stun, like, but if we're going to rage bait, we need to be stunning the same person. Oh god, the comp. Why are they on solo support? Why are they on only Luna? What are they doing? I want to point out, chat, that he lost this game. 200 damage Hulk after 1 minute is crazy. What? Yeah? I mean, both Hulks have low damage. Now, I want to point out, we lost this game. Hulk is making me disappointed, bro. It's hard, Johnny. It's hard to find a good Hulk player. It's the same thing with, it's hard to find a good Venom player as well. They exist, but these characters require a lot more skill than, like, no-braining, or I don't want to say no-brain, like playing other characters that are more just gun and shoot and stuff like that. What was I talking about? I want to look at the enemy team. I watch a bit of Badge player. Now we have a 3-second stun. Who should we be using our stun for? I would be using it quite often on Hulk, because Hulk wants to get in and out constantly. He wants to use his bubbles. He wants to move nonstop. The biggest problem for Hulk is if he's getting stunned every 3 seconds. If you like target this Hulk right now, Magneto has tools to survive it. Stunning the Magneto isn't really worth it, to be honest. Like, you can stun him. You can try to throw some mines on him. There's a good chance he's going to tank the majority of it. Hela, you're not really going to stun unless you see the kill opportunity. Psylocke is a good one to stun. Psylocke is one where she's constantly going to be in your back line. If you're constantly stunning her, cool. Luna is going to be too far away for the stun to be effective, but one thing we can focus on, they have a Hulk. We can make this Hulk's life a living hell. Every single time we see this Hulk, he should be stunned. Every 3 seconds, that Penny stun pisses me off. Yeah, like on Psylocke as well, it's abysmal. But what does this Hulk want to do? He wants to constantly jump in your face and jump back out. Jump in your face, jump back out. Imagine every single time he jumps in, he gets stunned. Every single time he's punching someone, he gets stunned. Like, you can absolutely make this Hulk's life a living hell if you're targeting every single web stun on him. I'm saying stun. What's the actual name for it? I keep forgetting. Snare. Snare. Every time you snare him. Let's go back to us here. Hydrate. Hydrate. Yep. Hydrate. Hydrate. Let me get the hydrate. Drink. I drink. I drink to you. I drink to Johnny. 1 hour passed. Has it been an hour? Ad break. Oh, ad's playing. I keep forgetting the ad's playing. So we're letting that go. 4, 3. I'll wait the 2 seconds for the ads. Sure, no problem. I could put the water in my water bottle here. I have the other water bottle, but I have a smaller water bottle to make it easier to drink anyways. Okay, so welcome back from Ad Jail, everyone. I forgot you guys were in ads. Normally I wait for the ads, but Captain Kraken's not in chat at the moment, so I'm just going to keep going. If you want to avoid the ads, there's one very easy way of doing that. Okay, we're pushing forward. We're shooting at, looks like we are targeting the Luna. I'm not sure why they're on one strategist. They're on one strategist. Should be fairly easy. We still got another nest. That one's flanking. Because he's also going on the flank here. I am 24/7 using VC. Yeah, I generally will as well. Do as well. So we got him back here. But you also notice how often they just completely avoid your nest. Like, they do not care about this. These mines have been here since the beginning of the match. Still have not gotten any value. Fortunately, we did lose our rocket. So we lost our rocket because Namor back here flanked. Not much we could do about that. Like, there's not much we can. He just made a play here that worked out. But like, hey, we recognize it's back there. We're falling back now. Our nest is taking damage. We can see it. Here we go, though. Turn around. We realize someone died. We realize there's a Namor there. We need to immediately cancel our nest now. We need our nest available when we engage. This nest immediately taking damage. We need to cancel this. Most of the time, I'm in a call, so I don't use it. Yeah. Let's go back to cancel the nest. Watch the cooldown. Like, our team up nest is still on the cooldown, but our other nest is going to break. We don't want to let it break. It's almost broken now. So we fall back. We engage Namor there, whereas the rest of our team. We've lost our rocket. This is starting to get rough. I assume this is when we end up losing our point. Yeah, this is the turning point. Where is our ult? Now, if we were getting, we would have ult by now. Our ult is at 57%. If we were constantly moving our nest, throwing mines down at this health pack, getting possibly an extra 1 or 2 eliminations throughout the fight, stuff like that. Having our nest up here, getting all that little bit of extra damage and stuff like that. But getting that little bit of extra damage and stuff off over there. There's a good chance we probably would have our ults by now. Us losing our rocket is our cue to immediately ult. It's still a 5v5, but that allows us to control this area and stall out long enough for our rocket to return. So we fall back, we engage this. As soon as you see him fly away, we need to return back to the front and start fighting around this area. How long does it take your nest to get there? Let's go back a little bit. Like, this is a moment where we do need our ult. As soon as we see that ability get used, we don't care anymore. It's no longer worth chasing. Turn around and take a look at what's going on over here and see who else we can help. Like, again, so far, this nest has gotten 0 value this entire time. Let's watch this again. So he goes up. Let's watch what happens in this team fight. We are down a player. The last thing we can do right now is split off. Hulk falls back. Hawkeye is split off over there. So the team splits off in 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rocket's dead. He's number 5. Namor is over there. So 6. So we're actually split off 3 ways. So we got you and Hawkeye going over here. We got Hulk and Luna over here. And then we got Namor over here. So we spend all this time chasing down this Namor. And look at how the enemy team knows. They do not care about this nest. Moon Knight is a cheesy character. Yeah, he is. He's a cheesy character. But I can think of far worse characters. Like, we need to be thinking about, okay, now it's getting dangerous. Now I need my nests. Go over here. What is our cooldowns? 2, 1. Okay. If we canceled this early, we would have both of our nests cooldowns ready and raring to go. It's getting dangerous. We need to be holding the point. Our Luna is going to get jumped pretty quickly. We're probably going to lose our Squid Man. We need both nests available for when the next fight happens. Hulk pushes in. You see how he does not give a crap about your nest. He's going to completely ignore it. While you and Hawkeye are hunting down the one Namor, the rest of your team now is fighting a 1, 2... Where did our other Namor go? Oh, you're up in the air. Okay. So the rest of our team's fighting a 1v3 inside of a Luna ult. We get the kill on Namor, but did we lose? We almost lost Luna here. We actually almost did lose Luna here. Like, that could have been very, very bad. It's very bad anyways, because we do end up losing the rest of our teammates. See, we're a little lost. So we're pushing out. You are very lost. So, like, you've done all this. You have no idea what's going on the point right now. You come out here like, what's going on? Luna is over here ulting. Magneto's over here doing whatever he wants. Hulk is there. Where is our Luna? How far? Our Luna has completely removed herself out of this fight. She basically was killed off. Whereas, like, another thing to talk about, like, if they are hard pushing us, we want to move our nest again. Like, once they get past this point, our nest is vulnerable. Once they're fighting on here, we need to move. We need to move and reposition. We need to throw a nest down in here. We need to throw a nest around here. Try to body block and stuff like that. We need to have our nests online and available for the fight. Our Luna is basically out of the fight, so we're fighting that. We're going to try to hold this point now with no strategies. We got F, so we got F. Pull yourself over here, drop a nest here so you can fight in it. Body block it, stuff like that. Fight inside of your web so you get the shields and the healing from your webs. Okay, we grab over here, drop a nest, throw a nest down, throw a nest in here. So we're over here, drop a nest down. I wouldn't drop a nest right in center. Okay, so we cancel. So the thinking was there, but throw a nest in here to. Did we lose our Luna? No, our Luna's alive. Our Luna is ulting. Okay, our Luna was good enough to survive long enough, like 0 HP, and was able to pull off an ult. But again, throw a nest in here. That way you have a escape plan. We missed the stun on Psylocke, but is she the target? No, we should be going for Hulk. We need to be making Hulk's life a living hell right now. We could be going over there. We're booby trapping that instead of throwing them there. Like, just throw a bunch of mines on the box here, turn around, and like abuse the Hulk right now. Okay, so we drop a nest down there. I don't mind it. How long until it starts taking damage? We can body block it. But you see how they're forced to deal with it now? We do lose it. I want a nest in here. We can give up a little bit of space. It's not ideal for us. Or we can give up a little space, give up a little bit of point control. Come in here. Drop your team up nest in here. Fight in here for a little bit until your team fully regroups. You can wait until this point almost fully caps before you have to re-engage. You don't have to hold the point with it being at 3 bars here. Okay, so we have ult. We do have ult. Ult we generally want to use as a tempo kind of controller. If we lose a teammate or something like that, or if we have the advantage, if we gain a pick, it's generally a good idea just to ult to finish the fight. Use your ult to finish fights. Now, we're over here. They are going to cap. We don't have any way of actually stopping or holding this point now. I don't know why Luna's pushing up. So now we are still playing defense, so we can still play the bunker style. Let me pull up my notes here. My notes are on this page. Play styles. Where's my play style list? So Warden, Sentinel, Trapper, Librarian. So we can still play kind of like the Bunker Warden style. We don't really need to play anti-dive against team comp they have. Are they still solo strategists? They are still solo strategists. Don't really need to play Trapper because that's Trapper's more another thing. So yeah. So we're here. We have both nests available to us, so we can set up some areas. Now you got to think about it. It's like, okay, they're pushing up here. You are planning to hard hold this area. We also need to think about how this nest can be attacked and how it can be countered. So we set up a nest there. We have our team up nest as well, so we can throw that down somewhere as well. It's not really a lot of good spots for it, but we can put another nest like over here to try to prevent a flank or something like that. Mine the walls here, stuff like that. I've already covered all of that and gone over that at the beginning of this review, so I don't really need to say it over and over. We do utilize the dry swap there. I'm not sure why. Why are we canceling on this? But bunkering down here is fine. Like, I don't mind us bunkering here as they're pushing through. Once they start getting closer and we know like it's getting overly dangerous and there's a good chance our nest will get destroyed, then we want to cancel our nest and like reposition them or something like that. But okay, so you're deciding to bunker down here. You're giving up a lot of space by doing this, and your teammates were not ready for that either. Like, yes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of our teammates here. Do we lose Rocket because we reposition? No, he survives. 5, 6. We're missing 2. Who are we missing? We're missing. Here you go, Johnny. I'm sure that's an image for you. What am I looking at? Here's your boy. Here's your boy, Johnny. Anyways, back to what I was doing. So we still got 2 teammates respawning, but we could have, like, we have 2 strategists with us, so it's not the end of the world for us to fight in this spot here and just try to get some eliminations. If we get an elimination on Hela and stuff like that, or elimination on Squid Man here, like, look how much damage they've taken. They haven't even fully engaged perfection. They haven't even fully engaged on us yet. Like, we could have hung out there for a little bit, but you also got to think about, like, falling back this far. Like, look at how much space you're allowing the enemy team to push up. Like, all of this space you have announced, okay, you can push the payload all of this, and I'm just going to give it to you. Okay, so we got 2 nests down here. Yes, it's controlling this area, but at the same time, like, they don't really care about this area right now because their entire goal is to push the payload up until here. Once the payload is up here, now they care. Now they will try to deal with you. Whoops. Let's actually see. We do have alt. We don't need alt, anything like that. All right, now we need to wait for our teammates to regroup with us fully. Land the stun on Hulk, sure. I don't have any problems with that. They are taking damage from your spiderlings. So you are getting a little bit of damage, but that's only because they're like, they don't care about fighting up here. Not much to say here, just because it's a lot of downtime. We're waiting for them to come up. Only thing you really need to do is just, what's she doing? Are you about to ult? What teams, they got, Luna has ult. Enemy team has Hulk. We got our ult. Hope is insane. Luna good at surviving. Yeah. I mean, both Lunas have been doing, like I said, both Lunas have been doing a pretty good job. Let's go back to Captain Kraken here. I think like the majority of what I needed to go over, I handled in the first part of this map. So I'm just going to let this play out and just kind of watch it as it goes. Enemy Hulk ults. The only thing we need to do is just stun him constantly. Or what's it called? Not stun. I'll remember. I'll have the names memorized eventually. Snare. Just snare him constantly. Unfortunately, we do end up snaring the bubble. The enemy team Luna ulted. I was going to say, we need to cancel our nest, which it looks like we do. They push too hard into us. Our nest takes a little bit of damage. Do we cancel or do we get broken? No, they break it. So we don't cancel it. We need, if our nest, like, there's no think about it this way. They have a Luna ult and they have a Hulk ult. There's no reason for our nests to be active right now because they're not going to do anything. And we end up getting this one broken. I assume they're going to jump. This one's worthless. This one's not even worth breaking by the enemy team. Let's go back to you. Does he break it anyways? Yeah, he goes for it anyways. So we end up losing both of our nests. We are effectively powerless now. We're a wet, naked noodle out in the middle of the enemy team. Got our amplifier. Okay, let's go back to you. We need to be fighting on a web. We need our shields and stuff like that. We have the F. Drop an F at your feet. Give yourself that little bit of shields. Stand on a web. Stand on a web. Stand on a web. You need to, like, a thing about Peni is, like, you must always make sure you're standing on a web. That way you're getting the extra movement speed and you're getting the extra shields and the health regen. The enemy team fell back, even though they used a Luna and a Hulk ult, which is pretty good for us. Not really worried about that. They have gone, but where's the rest of the team? We do recognize that they are up there. We have a nest available to us now. He wasn't even jumping into backline. The backline was so open. Yeah. Now we have a nest available to us right now. Drop a nest right here. Cut off their escape. Do we have our F available? We have our F. Like, grapple up there. We know where the enemy team is doing. Let's see what we do. Do we actually do that? We thought about it. We thought about it. That's your experience. That's your high level thinking right there. It's like, nest. No. They escape down that way, but at the same time, we can abuse the fact it's on a 0-second cooldown. Instinctively, we should. Let's drop a nest down right here in case they come out this doorway. If they didn't come down this door and we'll continue going that way, cancel your nest, immediately move it. Grapple down here and put your nest over here. There's a Luna. So, okay, so there's Namor. Like, Hulk is in there. Hulk is in their face. We don't push up to finalize these kills. So we drop a nest there. I would have used an aggressive nest, to be honest. Like, come down here, throw a nest at them. Like, you could have killed off Magneto before he got past this area here. If you threw a nest down here and fought him and body blocked him and stunned him and stuff like that. Like, we should already be pushed up and holding this area here and getting the elimination instead of just chucking some mines out, hoping to get some damage. Let's go back to you. It looks like I think your team ends up killing them off anyways, but it's no help, no thanks to you because you don't do anything right now. Like, your teammates know to get these eliminations, and you should be up here too, like working on getting these eliminations instead of spending this time setting up. Your teammates get the eliminations anyways, but if you want to continue climbing, like, you need to be making the same decision as well to help and make sure these eliminations get taken out. Whereas, like, there are games where, like, you're going to do the same thing, hanging out back here, and your teammates don't actually secure these kills when they could have with your just a little bit of assistance from you. Luckily, your team put in a lot of work here, while you kind of just hung out back here and did nothing for that. Our ult charges. Right. Hi, buddy. What you doing? Okay, I can take a final wild guess on what's about to happen here. I'll come back to you in a second, Kraken. She moves. She have ult? She don't even have ult. What is she doing? Where are you going? Oh. Well. She got the beacon. What is this, assassin? Hello, what are you doing? You're not Psylocke. What are you doing? Finally found the nest. Okay, back to Peni. Obviously, we don't recognize the hell over there. Let's go back to you. We know the beacon is there. Like, Rocket should be calling it out. We should know that there's a hell over there now. So we still have ults. We don't really need to utilize our ults. They are down a player technically, but we've also just won the team fight. We're setting up a lot of mines here, but it's like these mines aren't going to get a lot of value. I'm gonna be honest. It's like, I would rather you just pepper the field, pepper this doorway, pepper that doorway, stuff like that. We have our guns do not reload. Like, our guns never need to reload. We can shoot our guns 100% of the time. There's never a time when we should not be shooting our guns. Like, if we wanted to set up, sure, but we should also be shooting. Just shooting, mine, shooting, shooting, mine, mine, shooting, web. You get what I'm talking about, though. Like, look at all of this. Like, we could be shooting Hulk right now. We could be stunning Hulk right now. But we realize it too late. More webs, shooting down our mines. The enemy team knows where the danger is. Spam more far. Yeah. It's like, that's another thing. Like, the enemy team, like, at a lower rank, this will get value. You're in Celestial now. Like, nobody's walking in your webs. No one's dumb enough to walk in your webs right here. Like, the only value this is going to get is if Loki here is like, hey, I wonder if this will kill me. Like, no one's going to do that. Loki is going to put a clone down, teleport over here. Hulk is going to jump over it. Magneto is just going to bubble himself as he passes over the webs. You're not going to get any value from this. These voices. Whereas, like, you should be just sitting here shooting. I think that's a clone. Yeah, that's a clone. Killing off the clone. Is anyone on your team can actually utilize a clone? No one's going to utilize the clone. So we can kill the clone. But yeah, you should be just chucking mines over here, shooting him, stunning him, stuff like that. Look for opportunities to stun Hulk if he decides to engage. I would assume we lose this point because Hela eventually breaks our nest. I am listening for. I don't really hear the. Okay, we heard one of our nests break. We heard the sound cue for one of our nests. Now that's our cue. Is like, because we put our nests so close together. It's like, oh, okay, our nest is probably going to take damage too. Yep, that one breaks as well. Even if we didn't recognize the first nest, or even if we didn't recognize the first nest taking damage, we should have recognized the second nest is taking damage at that point. Cancel the cooldown and reposition. So we fall back. We don't have any nests available to us, so we have to place. There's no freaking way. Are you kidding me? Game, why are you making me out to be a liar? Good stun. Like, that wasn't intentional, I'm sure, from you capturing that. That was a good stun right there. At the same time, does he have bubbles? I swear to God, if he has bubbles. He does not. He does not have bubbles. So, ironically, you did get an elimination, so cool. Uh-oh. I don't think you meant to do that. Now, this is a jiggle opportunity with your snare, or no, not snare, the tether. Like, you can utilize your tether right here. Drop your tether down right here, and then walk forward into him and fight here. Let go of your mouse buttons and have it just yank you back up behind the point here, and just constantly do that. Stretch out, fight, retreat. Stretch out, fight, stun, stuff like that. If you see the opportunity where you can get the elimination and you don't want to retreat, then cancel your tethers and do what you want. Mines were not invincible. Yeah, they could have broken the mines as well. That was just brain dead. That the fact that they just walked over it. They paid no Celestial players. Like, I'm on Rocket. If I'm playing Vanguard, I'm not this dumb. Like, I was like, oh, hey, there's probably mines here. I'm not going to fight in them. The fact that he died there is just idiotic. All right, back to you. This is certainly a decision, though. How did you die? Wait, okay, did we go in because Hulk hard engaged? Where's us? Where's our Hulk? Hulk is over there. We had no idea Hulk was there. Unless this was getting called in voice chat to go deep. Maybe Hulk was making a call out. Okay, Hulk's up there. So Hulk's getting his eliminations. We push in. So we push hard forward. We still don't have any nests available to us, anything like that. There is a Hulk in our back line. Our Hulk is over there. He gets the elimination on that. The enemy Hulk is all over our. So he escapes. What are we doing? We're over here. Why do we stop shooting? Like I said, we don't reload. Like our guns can shoot 100% of the time. Like even if we want to engage on this, like you can tether on this wall here, and then use the bounce back fighting in this area if you did want to. Let go of the buttons, get yanked back over here. Tether, stretch out, get yanked back over here, stuff like that. Let's go back to you. So let's play this out. How does this play out? We're lost. Have no idea where the enemy team is. We put some webs down. Like, why are we not just shooting? Why did we hard engage on this and just stop trying to go for elimination? Like we can probably, is that the clone? That clone? No, he's the original. But we can be supporting our Hulk right now, pushing up, shooting, trying to stun someone out here from back here. Like imagine if you got a stun on Luna right there, we might have gotten an elimination. But at the same time, like Hulk buddy. Oh. Yeah. Well, I'm saying for Penny to be aggressive. Penny instantly goes passive. Like they make the aggressive decision. Like aggression, cool, okay. You made the decision, aggression. All right, I'm going to fight. I'm going to get someone. I'm going to kill someone. We don't have a nest. We don't have anything like that. But this is winnable. I can do something here. But then we're like, oh, enemy team. All right. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Johnny, look away. Then we're like, nah. We're gonna. Whereas it should be, okay, let's get these eliminations. Stun you, shoot you, get someone really low, throw some mines in their escape path, throw some mines in the backline, stuff like that. Instead, it was like, nah. Instead, we're like, nah. Oh, what's over here? Let's see. I got a second ball web there. Throw some mines here. Oh, hey, there's a Hulk. I got exiled. There's no freaking way. Are you kidding me? This is working not because it's a good play. This is working because they're idiots. Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been an opportunity to use ult. Like we haven't needed to use ult yet.
Donny Pyro says my EAS.
My eyes. Like we should be looking to snare him. Hey, did you? This doesn't work just because it's good play. This works because he's an idiot. Did he have shield? I don't know. He's been fighting in the back lines for a while, so maybe not. Cooldowns. He's got. Yeah, he's got a bubble. He's got a bubble. He's got a bubble. Oh, one frame, both of them died. You have some back shot, apparently. All right, back to Captain Kraken. So obviously, he dies. All right, we got our nest. We're setting up our nest back down. Cool. Backing that off. Again, we don't need to do this. Like, just shoot him. Come up here. You know what you can do? Instead of, like, holding the space down here, come up here. Control the area here. Place a nest down here for an area for you. So, put your team up nest. Like knowing the fact that your team up nest is a 30-second cooldown and your normal nest is 15 seconds. Use your team up nest as a defensive, and use your regular nest as your attacking nest. Use your regular nest as more sacrificial. Put your team up nest here, and then control this space. Fight here. Control this doorway. Put some mines on this doorway. Constantly stun and be a pain in the ass from this angle up here. If they push too hard into you and you know your nests are compromised, then you can cancel your nest and reposition back a little bit. Stuff like that. Or you can just body block your nest and try to fight it out if you need to. But we can like chuck some mines over there. Like we have line of sight with that health pack. I would prefer mining the health packs that the team is more likely to use. But there's not really a good spot to. There's not really a health pack in this general area that's a good mining opportunity. Because there's a health pack over there. We're not really going to mine that one. Only one we really can utilize is chucking some mines over here just to cut off the escape route. But I would prefer you just fighting here, and like in this scenario, I would prefer you mining this doorway and mining these edges here just to block off the escape. Like we have a web down there, we can mine that as well, just to cut off that area. So it's a lot of setup time here when we could just shoot the enemy, to be honest. Like we can be constant. We could have stunned like Magneto twice or stunned him twice and threw some mines at his feet and stuff like that. Yeah, more mines here. Yeah. Like again, like you should never not be shooting your gun. It doesn't have a reload. It doesn't have a cooldown. It doesn't have an overheat. You can literally shoot 100% of the time, and with the zero. What's the word I'm looking for? No, not downtime. It's like no disadvantage. There we go. Okay, we ult this. We have our team up though. We have our team up nest. We ult this. Like we have our main nest down, sure. But I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't ult this. Like, why are we ulting this? Like, we don't have, like, both teams are still set up. We don't have the advantage. Our teammates are pretty spread apart. I'm going to assume you die here. It's either you get killed off for using your ult, or you end up just using your ult to run away. We end up using our ult to, just run away, and our nest is going to get broken. Like, there wasn't enough space to actually... Why did we... Okay, well, so we used everything. Our Luna ulted. We had to use our Hawkeye ulted as well. Penny ult isn't really an ult you want to use off cooldown. It's War 1. You just want to use it when you have to use it. I wouldn't really say this is an opportunity to use it, especially since we've lost both of our nests, so we're getting no value from this ult anyways. People spam ults so much. Like some ults you do want to spam. Like some ults you will use a lot more often than others. Penny's not one of those. Penny's a tempo ult. Penny's ult is an ult you use if you've just gained at the beginning. If you just gain the advantage in the fight, then you can use it. If you just lost the advantage in the fight, you can also use it. No, I mean they use the ults all the time, all at the same. Yeah. So not even thinking about the ults, like we ended up losing this nest. We didn't bother dropping our team up nest either to utilize both nests with our ult. So yeah. Okay, there's a Hela. So we're up here. I don't know why the enemy team is ignoring you, but we get pushed out of the Namor ults. We're somehow up here now. We're in the enemy. We're in the enemy's team. Hela? Hela, buddy? Hela, there's a penny next to you. 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 Hela? 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 Buddy? But somebody look at the penny! Okay. Okay, back to you. Okay, so we need to get the elimination. We are in a position where, like, for some reason, there's no one on my team, but we ended up here. Like, we need to get the kill on Hela. What abilities do we have available? So we have a stun. We got our grapple. We got our mine. So we can't stun or anything. We have we still got our team up nest that we haven't utilized. You know what we can do? Instead of chucking mines at the Hela here, throw the nest at her. We can throw the nest at her and just shoot her. Once our stun is available, then we can stun her. Okay, so we drop a nest there. Where does this nest reach? I am curious. So covers this area here. Like I don't mind the nest. Well, we are in a very, very, very weird spot right now, but yeah, I don't mind the nest. Like they're not. It's going to be like a Hulk back there. They're gonna have trouble focusing on that. We're still trying to get the Hela. Did we get the kill on the Hela? Like we have to get this kill on Hela. Damn. Did we miss our stun? Where are we at? Nest goes down. Mines go down. Miss our stun on Hela. So that's a mistake. In Celestial and Grandmaster, in Eternity, like missing that stun can lose you games. Like the higher in the rank you get, the less mistakes you're allowed to make. So she unfortunately ults. Where is our nest? Is our alt nest taking damage yet? Is Hela gonna shoot our nest? I am curious about that. No, she's gonna focus on them. Gets a kill on that. This is why we needed that kill on Hela. If we landed that stun on Hela, there's a good chance she would have died. And she wouldn't have killed off our Luna here. We are still here. We've lost our strategists. We've lost 2 teammates. We have no way of holding this now. We have to escape. Like this is completely unwinnable. If we're unable to escape, then we need to just reset. Okay, we do get back out. We need to cancel our nest though. Cancel our nest. Don't let our nest get broken. Good. We do cancel it. Good. We dry drop. Hulk is immediately on it. Where did he go? Oh. Where'd Hulk go? Damn, that was a team up. So it's probably going to be on like a 15-second cooldown, but we do need to cancel it and reset the cooldown now. There's no reason to leave this nest up because it won't get any value at the moment. So we're setting up here. We do have the... Now, another thing you can do with your nest. If they are going to get hard staggered, or if they are going to be hard focused, you can stagger your 2 nests here. So have your mate, like if we know this one's going to break it, or if we need to reset the cooldown for this one, like we can break that one and then set down your normal nest. That way you always have a nest up and available. So, So it goes on the 30-second cooldown. It did end up getting broken. Now we only have the 1 nest, which is probably going to get hard focused again. We're still running away. We do dry swap it. Rest of our teammates are back there. Where is our Hulk? Our Hulk die. Hulk is out there ulting. Okay. So we're trying to set up an area. Which this is fine. Like you constantly moving your nest is why I've been wanting you to do. You cancel your nest again. Let's cool down on it. Now we're on 2 seconds, but we're probably going to die. Yeah, we're probably going to die. Da-da-da-da. Like it was very bad. Like the fact that we survived is actually really good, but you should have just immediately gone into this room and hung out here because you got time before the payload comes up here. If they do push you, like you can break the wall, you can shoot this wall, cut. Like normally the enemy team will utilize this wall to cut off like your teammates and stuff like that, trap people on this side and get the elimination. You can do the same thing over here, shoot this, use it as a defensive barrier, stuff like that. Go back to you. We do end up getting killed off here. It's also more ideal because you can put your nest, like if you did fall back here, you can put your nest back here and just control this area and try to get some eliminations and fighting in here because like Hulk isn't going to jump into here now to try to get this nest. Okay, what's our pathway? So we go over here. I was saying is like we do have 2 options. You either go this way or this way. We are taking the path over here, which sure we can lock down over here in this area here. Unfortunately, there is a Namor over here, which we can probably get the elimination off. Throw a nest at him. Drop a nest here. We have our team up. Drop a nest. Drop a nest. Drop a nest behind the boxes. There's several mistakes here. One, like we're not immediately setting up a bunker. We're not setting up an area for us to fight in, which is dropping a nest, dropping 2 nests. Drop the fucking nest. Dropping 2 nests. We're not throwing a web at our feet in order to engage on this. Did we miss our stun again? See how this goes. We miss our stun. Can't be doing that at this rate. and all that. Okay, now we drop our nest. But if we're fighting, we need to be fighting someone in our nest, not fight someone, then run away, and then dropping our nest. So we're down a player. We're doing that. We're at 74% ult charge. We got our mines. Yeah, I haven't really needed to talk about it, but yeah, we drop them anyways. So you don't ever really want that to reach number 4, but also bad pathing, I think, on Namor's part. Yeah. I mean, that's our Namor that died. Their Namor lived. Can Penny, because Penny can self-sustain. Yeah. So we did set up our nest. I don't like this nest back here. This one is fine because it's stretching out onto the point. Like we can put our team up nest here, but then we can have like a sacrificial nest right here. And then the way we're going to play is we're going to body block it. Because we have a nest here, it's going to stretch out over into this area. The enemy team has to touch this area no matter what in order to contest the payload. And we can make this a living hell. The problem with your current nest setup is you're heavily fortifying the inside here, but it's not going to do anything because the only thing they have to deal with is the one mine that's right here. 2 mines are right here. If we did have our nest right here, could someone have been killed off? There's a very good chance Namor could have died if we had our nest here covering this area. He dies anyways, but he would have died a lot sooner, and you wouldn't have had to waste a stun on him. So we are holding this player. Do we hold this? They get 3 points, then we get 2. Okay. So they do eventually cap this. How do they cap it? We lose 4. Yeah, we just lose all our teammates. That's what happens. It is in overtime though. Especially with it being in overtime, like we need to make sure we're covering this payload with our webs. Because like what is this nest doing exactly? Like it does link up to this, but at the same time it's like, okay, we have control of this space here. And all the enemy team has to do is just fight on this side. So we end up dying. We lose the point. How did he die instantly? Did he die? Oh, let me see. How did you die? I mean, he's by himself. Like the rest of his teammates are dead. Like he's the only one still alive. So, oh, we ulted. Oh no. How long have we had ults? That's the question. So we're at 98. No. Okay. One thing you never want to do. Never ult by yourself. I get what you're going for. I get that you wanted to stall. Like, I understand why, but... Okay, there's our Namor. So we do have a Namor with us. No, we don't. So by... Like, this is just alt economy. As soon as you get low, you ult. Penny ult is similar to Hulk ult. As soon as you... No, it doesn't heal you. At least he didn't die with ult and it just got canceled. Yeah, true. It's at 50%. This one is we needed ult a lot sooner, to be honest. Like if we were getting a lot more value from our mines, even if we had our even if we did have our nest set up closer out here, if we had a nest over here and we're controlling all of this area and getting that damage off with our spiderlings, we would have ult already. It like the idea to ult here, it was needed, but the problem is you didn't have your ult when you actually needed it. Because imagine if we were ulting now. Or no, let's jump forward a little bit more. We're at 82%. Like, honestly, we needed our ult a lot sooner in this fight. But, okay. So, enemy team caps. His uptime wasn't strong enough, I guess. Yeah. You would know about ult time, Kruger. One thing I do want you to do right now, because we have a strange now, like set down an area, like a very strong spot for Penny is just controlling this area in here. Have a nest down back here, have a nest over here, and we got beacon down here, and fight in here. Like you can make life a living hell for the enemy team if you just constantly fight in here, stun them and stuff like that. How does this play out? We do have one nest in here. I think I've gone over that area with you before, Captain Kraken. So some mines over there. So we're going for a flank. So there is a term that I'm using right now for, like, it's called leapfrogging, where like you kind of do it when you come out of spawn to speed yourself up. But what I'm talking about with leapfrogging is constantly moving your nests from one point to another. What you're doing it here. We have the penny, our rocket nest down there. Do we have both of our nests available to us? We have both of our nests. No, where's our other? Okay, we throw them both up here. So okay, so we're not doing that. So that nest is going to instantly get destroyed. This one is fine. Like, you don't have to use both nests right now. We can drop one nest here, fight it out, and then once it gets too dangerous, we can just grapple away, cancel our nest, grapple our way, and then drop another nest. And that's what I mean by leapfrogging. Which is leapfrogging, which is moving your nest at the same time as you're moving yourself. So we drop a nest down, we're going to fight here. Okay, we're bunkering down. We're going to do where we can. We're going to body block this nest. If Hulk gets too close or it's too disadvantageous for us, we're going to cancel our nest, grapple, tether away, and then drop the nest back down and then fight again. If Hulk gets too close, we're going to do it again. Tether away, cancel our nest, tether away, drop our nest back down, keep fighting, and make him chase us as we're leapfrogging our nests throughout the map, stuff like that. So we lose that nest, we cancel this one. Unfortunately, the nest we lose is our longer cooldown nest, so we don't have that available for us for 30 seconds. Like I said, if we have the team up, use the team up nest as a defensive nest. Use your regular nest as the aggressive nest. So now we're fighting here. We're not standing in any webs. We don't have a nest down. We should throw it. We have our team up nest still because we were smart enough to cancel it early. Drop our team up nest here and fight in our nest. Fight in our webs. Get that over here. How much healing have we done? We've done 1,241 healing. I'm going to be honest, that should probably be around 30,000 at this point. Get the elimination. Yep. Good. Very delayed. Should have done that a lot sooner. We get exiled. Don't really care. We can tank that. Immediately walk out of our webs. So cancel your nest again and move it to a new position. We're repositioning. Like as soon as it gets to the point where you need to walk out of your webs, cancel your nest, walk up, slap another nest down here, and start fighting again. Going into the leapfrog kind of style. And that's the style I'm wanting you to play right now, is just because you have a Strange now who can hold the front line. I don't know what the Strange is doing, but go up and help him. Fight next to Strange. Tank some damage. Help the Strange. Help the Strange if you can, maybe. I don't know if you should body block. There's a Hella there. Okay. Thinking about it again. Imagine if we had a nest slapped down right here, covering this area and covering this area right now. Is it going to take damage? Probably. But Hella wouldn't feel... Hella would be like, oh, there's webs there. Ah, crap. Go back to you. But, okay. Hella pushes forward. We get the elimination on Hulk, which is good. Our Strange is still alive. How? Our strategists are goated. All right, back to you. Hey. Those healers are working overtime for us. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing it. So we are kind of doing it. Like, you're doing it instinctively, but it's very delayed. You're not actively thinking about moving your nest. You just know you should be doing it. Okay, and we cancel it. Cool. We decide, hey, it's getting too dangerous, and I agree it is getting too dangerous. We dry swap it, move it, thinking about moving it. Moving it down there. Okay. So we'll move it back there. Did we drop both nests there? Okay, so we drop both nests down there. How does this fight go? Because you go and engage the hell here. Like, I swear to God. Okay. Or you just have 1,000 IQ right now. You're like, oh, okay, we're gonna cut off the Hella's escape route. No, poor Rocket. Okay, let's assume this was 1,000 IQ nest. But you could have done the same thing with just one nest. Like, you didn't need both nests for this. You could have just dropped one nest and then went and engaged on this. So we get the elimination. There's 7 seconds left on the clock, but they cap. Hold on. They move this from here all the way to the end with 7 seconds. I have to continuously push people with shield while attacking them with my abilities and primary. Yeah, they cap this with 7 seconds. Are you kidding me? Hey, Loki ult. How do they do that? I don't understand. They use a Loki ult. They don't have a Luna ult. TP. Yeah, but it's still 7 seconds and we have the advantage there. Hella is dead. I guess Hella's gonna come back. We have our ult. Like, it's 4 seconds. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's no reason not to ult them. Let's actually go back. We're at 99. Like, there's 14 seconds. Strange is 4-4. Yeah. Like, we got the elimination. Like, this is what I'm talking about with tempos. Your ult isn't flashy. Your ult isn't the I go in there and destroy everyone ult. Your ult is the time controlling ult. It's the tempo ult. It's like, okay, we just killed off Hella. I have 2 nests down, ready to go. Like, you should ult immediately right now. There's 14 seconds left on the clock. You can ult and push them off point. Yeah. Well, even then, it's like you can you can run to their spawn right now for all I care. Like, we just got an elimination. There's 14 seconds left on the clock. Our ults do not carry over on this map to the attack phase. Like, there's literally no reason not to ult right now. Like I said, like, oh, we got the elimination. We are now up. They are now down 1 player. I have ult. There's 14 seconds left on the clock. You ult immediately with your 2 nests here. And just basically just charge at them. We're charging at them. We're trying to get as much eliminations and try to create as much space for our team as we can. We're trying to make it as difficult as we can to make them touch the point. And if our team sees us pushing forward right now, pushing and controlling this space, they're going to push up with us. And as they're pushing up with us, we're able to take more space, pushing forward and stuff like that. Where does this Strange don't even teleport. He just walks to the point. Like, it's not even a TP. Like, imagine if we're ulting right now, controlling all of this space. Like, they wouldn't touch. Okay, there's a Luna ult. Did they have Luna ult if we ulted at 14 seconds? What else did everything have? They do have a Luna ult. So we would have pulled out the Luna ult a lot sooner as well. But it's just, there's literally no reason not to use our Peni ult right now. Like, we could be up here, he'd be getting attacked by 2 nests worth of spiderlings. We can be charging around here, distracting them, forcing out the Luna ult earlier in the team fight. We also have our Fishman ult. We also have Hawkeye and our own Luna ult to follow up and back up our own ult here. Like, out of the entire match, this is the most perfect opportunity you could have ulted for. When do we use our ult? Luna ult. Like, this could have... Honestly, like, there's a very good chance you would have full held this here if you did ult after you killed Hella there. Okay, now we ult. So we're ulting. Like, we're not a counter... Our ult's not a counter ult. It can be used in very niche situations, but our ult... Like, we're ulting in regards to after everything is already happening. When we should be... Our ult should be the first to go off. By the time we ult, like, they're already in our face. They're already past the payload. They're already... We lose our Hawkeye, so our Hawkeye ults and gets picked off. We end up tanking that. So we're running forward. Where's our nest? We do still have 2 nests, so that is good. But we are now down a player. We are also using our Luna ult. There goes our Fishman ult. Nothing's happening. Like, your ult didn't do anything, to be honest. Amplifier's out. Not fighting in our nests. We are trying to get the elimination. I want to watch your nests. Because you should have canceled them. Like, after your ult ended, you should have canceled these. Because, like, what value are these getting? These nests are doing nothing right now. We lose Fishman. We lose Strange. I swear to God, if you die... Nope, we got killed. I do find it interesting that our nests like instantly break when we die. You would think like they would stick around, but probably a good thing that they instantly break because it, it gives you a cooldown. Okay, so rest of our team's there. They're pushing the payload. The fact that they actually capped that. 2, 1. Okay, so we still got a Strange ult on our team. It's very, very rough now. But no. I'm counting on you, friends. Okay, so how do we actually full hold this now? Now, we've missed our opportunity. So now it's going to be very rough. We're going to lose our beacon. Okay, so we dropped 2 nests down there. Okay, what value are these nests going to get? The enemy team never has to walk here. The payload has to get to about here before they cap the point. So they do not care about your nest being there at all. Like, you need to be hyper aggressive with your nest. This is the last ditch effort. You need to make a play. Even if your nests break, it doesn't matter. What you should be doing is like coming up here, drop a nest here, drop down up in their face, throw a nest right here on the point, cover this point in webs and mines, fight here. At this point, it doesn't matter if your nests end up getting broken. You need to distract and get as much damage off in as short amount of time as you possibly can. Like, if you did come up here, have a nest here, and throw a nest like behind them or something like that, and you fought right here, it's like, okay, well, Loki is going to be looking at you. Bucky's going to be looking at you. Luna might turn around to help the Bucky, and that, in regards, that's going to allow your Strange to push into the enemy Strange. Maybe the Magneto pushes, continues fighting here, that your teammates are going to pincher them from this area while you are fighting here. Even if you die, like, this is still a worthwhile play to try to do wherever you can to try to get some, as much value in as short of a time as you can. Like, we needed to, like, we're pushed up this far, like, we needed to be canceling our nests. Like, starting off with your nests here, sure, we're fighting, cancel, drop, or drop one there and drop it in front of the payload here, and then continue fighting here and pushing into them even further. If they keep backing up, it's like, it's overtime. They either get off the point or they die. Or they get off the point, or they stay on the point, and either way, like, you have to be moving, dry swapping your nests closer and closer and covering as much space as you can, get as much value out of your nest as you possibly can right now. Yeah. And then the cap. All right, let's check out the attack here. Now, attack's going to be a little different because I got a couple play styles here. We're not really going to lock down lanes on attack. It's not really reliable. We are pushing to capture a point. We're not going to play Sentinel because we're not really going to peel or anything like that. We haven't been needing to do it. There is 2 play styles that I have that you would utilize. Let me see if I split force. Not really a trapper. You don't really want. I mean, you could use trapper. I have, like, one's called off angle trapper. The other one's attack librarian, which is like, once you start pushing cart is when you'll use that play style. But right now, like, we want to kind of get in their back line if we can. We want to take an angle. We're not really going to try to force down front. Pretty sure I'm still the coolest player here in any reality. We go this way. Okay. Like, there's a couple of pathways here. Ad starts in 5 minutes. Can't snooze it. Looks like it's been auto snoozing. But there's really only two pathways that you can take. One is trying to lock down this area over here and fighting and trying to get some eliminations. If you lock down this area and force the enemy team to deal with you, and if it gets dangerous, you can just return back to the health pack here. The other one is going for the much longer flank, and that's what it looks like you're doing right now, is going for the longer flank of taking the side over here, which, like, that also works. Which you can, there's two areas you can utilize over here. Like, if you take the flank here, you can set up, I've seen a Penny go all the way around and at the room in the back. Yeah, you can do that as well. But if you're able to, like, you can set up two nests here and then, like, break through this wall and fight up here. Like, if there's a Penny in this room here shooting through little peepholes and constantly harassing the enemy team from the side here, you can get a lot of value just by drawing attention and, like, hey, idiots, come and deal with me, and making them deal with that. You can also come down here and, like, lock down this room if you wanted to and fight in here until you're able to get a lot closer. Maybe you get elimination, stuff like that. Or if you wanted to be very ballsy and go for, like, the far back line, you can come over here and completely, if you're able to do it sneakily and get over here. Normally, I want you to keep your uptime up and fighting, but you're on Penny, and with Penny on attack, you have to be a lot more creative and weird about how you go about it. You can come over here, drop a nest there, drop a nest on this health pack, and just lock down this area. Your entire goal is to lock down a room, and once you do that, then you can apply non-stop consistent pressure on the enemy team from a weird angle that they don't like. They want to fight here. They feel safe here. The last thing they want is a Penny shooting them in the ass from this room or up here. They don't want that. They also don't want a Penny shooting them in the side from over here or in these rooms over here. You can also do it over here just because these walls are breakable. This is the much safer option. So you as Penny could slowly make your way over here, drop a nest down there, drop a nest like behind here, break these walls and fight over here nonstop. And then when you see the opportunity, then you can start wrapping around this way, set up your nests over here, spread them out over here into their backline and fight over here and stuff like that whenever the chances come. I do want to see where you move though. Looks like we are going for the flank. Okay. See how this goes. This play style I call the off-angle trapper. So basically it's what I'm talking about, like setting up trap zones, setting up rooms, setting up places that is on the sides of the enemy or even behind on the enemy. And then you're looking for elimination and stuff like that and drawing attention. Which you are doing. Wait, are you actually going to utilize the top part here? Ah, damn. I was excited. I'm like, are you going to do it? Are you going to? Because I don't think I've ever seen a Penny like put nests down here and then break through this wall and utilize this high ground up here and just be annoying up here. But okay. So we're going all the way in the back line, which I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. Like how well, like, and it looks like this works really well for you. Like this is a very high level, intelligent play that you're going for right now. I like this. I really, really like this. All right, cool. Nest. You could have dropped a nest up here as well. Control the low and high ground. But how much value? Let's just see how much value you get for this. Won't she take super long to break walls? Yeah, but like by when she was like, look at where her teammates were when she went over here, or when Penny came over here. Like Penny is here. It doesn't matter. It's going to take a long time because her entire team is still down here, so it won't matter. There's still downtime here because the enemy team is fighting here, and the enemy team is your team is still pushing into the enemy team. So even if it took some time, you can still set up over here. And it looks like Magic is coming with you. Because you made the decision to come over here, Magic recognized this. It's like Magic's like, oh, I'm going to work with you. Penny's going for a play. I'm going to make sure this works. Yeah, it's breakable. Okay, so we are moving here. I want to see how your magic moves. Does your magic fully follow you? Kind of following you. Magic is very delayed. She should have been a lot closer to you. But like, look at how the enemy team moves because you did this. And this is good. This is great. This is exactly what we want. So we go over there. Hela's like, oh crap, there's a Peni behind us. Magneto backs up really far because I assume it's being called out that, hey, that we're getting flanked. So Magneto turns around. Like, look how easily your team captures this point just because you came over here. Bonus points if you kill Hela, but you don't even need to kill Hela. Magic is over there. Like, you will notice, like, at the lower ranks, like, most of the time, players, like, just try to hard brute force their way through the frontier. But, like, you can even, like, I've done this on Mantis, and it works pretty well, going for just wrapping around them. Like, Hela's locked off over here. Why do they care that a Peni is flaking, though? Well, they have to acknowledge it. Like, you notice, like, the only one actually fighting Peni is the Hela. But you will notice, like, Magneto had to acknowledge it. Magneto had to back up, is like, and looked for it, saw the Peni, and then returned back to the front. But look how much further back he is now. Look how much further back the Luna and the Loki is now. Watch this from the beginning. You see, this is before we. No, okay. Let's. I want to go before. Peni can barely kill anyone, right? Well, Peni can get a lot of eliminations. It is possible, but Penny's strength is locking down rooms, like setting up kill zones, setting up areas that are untouchable, setting up literal nests. But watch this. Peni is over here. Magic eventually follows Peni, but Hela is here. Magneto is here. Strange is here. Look how far forward everyone is, and look what happens as Peni goes for that flank. I love Spider-Man accessory mini MJ. I don't think they reckon. I don't know why they're backing up right now. Why are they backing up? Why are they so? Why is this team so scared? Like, they don't know the Peni's there yet, or maybe someone called it out. Yeah, they're looking for it. So they must have realized that Peni was flanking, and that's why they backed up. But yeah, look at where everyone's positioned now. Look how spread out and far back they are now. Like, making this pathway here, both Peni and Magic here, doing this, gave your team all of this space up until this point here. So now we got Hela locked down over there. Hela's trapped. We got a health pack to utilize. Where that mag right click has infinite range. Is it? We can get that elimination. No, she gets away. Good stun. Good stun. But like, you've made this Hela's life a living hell because of your existence. Where's your nest? Did your nest break? I assume Hela went for the nest right away. So we drop that down. Hela instantly starts going for the nest instead of you, which is fine. I don't mind that nest getting broken. You almost get the elimination. Get a good stun on her though. Meanwhile, like, how many people is turning around for you? Magneto's turned around. Hela is freaking out. Hela's not allowed to do whatever she wants to do. We are low, but we got the health pack in there. We're not overly worried. Like, you see how easily our team captured that and how much space we took control of because we went for this angle over here? Like, that was the easiest capture of your life. And that's only because you made a play like that. I'm opening my it's not a candy bar, it's like a protein bar, but I need something to eat. Stop, I'm gonna take a bite. Alright, how about on? Protein bar is very chewy. What the fuck? Why are you so chewy? God damn. That was a mistake. Fuck, it's like taffy. What the hell kind of candy? It's not a candy bar, it's a protein bar. Last point is definitely, yeah, it is. Not, there's a lot less areas you can set up. I'll get to it when we get there. If we get there, we get hard held at some point. We do get the second checkpoint. It looks like we do get held 2 or 3, so we do get hard held at the last point. Let's go back to Cap's Kraken. Cap's team staggered a lot to let them full cap. Did they? Okay. All right, let's go back. I want to see how you engage on this. We capped the point. We did exceedingly well here. We did a great job getting that point. What we need to do now is we don't need to do trapper style now. Now we need to do attack librarian. Like now that we have a payload, we need to leapfrog, which is constantly moving forward, moving our nest, moving forward, moving our nest, moving forward, moving our nest. That is our goal now. So we need to control all of this space and make it as easy as possible for our team to push this payload. So what we need to do is push forward. Where is our team? Our team's not really keeping up with us. Looks like Luna's going to push up with us though. How do we move here? Let me see here. We put a nest there. Don't need a nest there. Does it take damage? Yeah, we instantly break it. That's fine. There's a lot of downtime. There's a lot of like the flank before was great, but that's because it was a capture point. You know where your team's going to fight anyways. Now, like we do have a Magneto. To be fair, we do have a Magneto. But you need to be pushing forward and taking space, constantly being pressure on their and a thorn in their side. Setting up over here, I honestly don't mind. How's this go? We are getting attacked. We also don't have support though. It's very dangerous. We don't have a health pack we can utilize. There's one over there, but it's a little bit out of our way. Like I would have rather have had you just set up here on the high ground and be in line of sight of your strategist and just constantly poke them from up here. And then as they move back, it's like, okay, I'm going to grapple over here. I'm going to take this space down. Now I'm going to follow the enemy team on the high ground here, follow them, pushing them down there. And your goal is to get them in this room. If you can get the enemy team in this room, you've won. Because you can set up a nest here and you can set up a nest here and you can cover all of this area and entrap them in this room. I do not care where the payload is. I don't care if the payload is all the way back there. If you can trap them in this room and your team helps you, you've won this point relatively easily. That is your entire goal right now. And like I said, the way I would have done it would be pushing up, taking this high ground. If you're going to play Penny on attack, you have to be hyper aggressive. You need to never let the pressure up. You don't really have the opportunity to bunker down. You can't really set up in areas as easily as you can. So, like, you have a couple of options. Like I said, come up here, take this space, force them off this space. Once they drop down, or like Magneto would have already dropped down. Once drop both nests down here, be a living hell to the enemy team up here, stun whoever you want, damage whoever you want, stuff like that. If you get hooked by Bucky, it's like, okay, just climb up the wall here and fight here then. Stuff like that. And then as they're getting pushed back and fighting, it's like, okay, I'm going to fight here now, cancel my nest, dry swap them over to this area now. It's like, okay, we're going to fight here. You're going to have your webs over here, fighting here, following the enemy team as you keep the pressure up and continue pushing them back. How does it work out over there? So this flank didn't really work out. You didn't really have any support. You didn't have any healing to back you up. There wasn't a med pack you could utilize. So our Lord was able to chase you away. Okay, so we drop a nest there. We don't need both nests, but at the same time, it's like we have a nest there. They have control of the high ground. You need to take this space away from the enemy team. The way the enemy team has advantage on this point is controlling this high ground, and then going for the side flanks over here. You want to deny these areas. Like Magneto is completely free up here, whereas you could just run up the wall here and just stand in his face. Is he gonna knock you out down? Maybe, but then you can just run up the wall again and stand in his face again. Don't make it easy for them to control these areas. You could even just come up here, drop one nest here, come over here, drop one nest over here, and deny the high ground completely from the enemy. Like, what is Magneto going to do if there's a nest just thrown in his face right here? Not one person even looks at Magneto. Like, look how free this Magneto is. Like, we're pushing in, sure, but yeah, strange. Oh, Magneto's like, woo! I can do stuff about that. I don't mind. Yeah, see what happens when we don't control these areas here? And that's one thing. Like, if you guys are on, I couldn't really talk about it during your defense phase because your team kind of got destroyed through all this area and you didn't really have a chance to bunker down here. But that's another thing to talk about. Like, if anyone else is watching this and like you're defending these areas or you're defending this point here, like, use the high ground, use this space here, use this space over here. Like, you don't have to fight right here. Anyways, yeah, so we're still holding the space, which is good. Where are we at? Push up, push up, push up. Now's the chance. Push up, hold. No, that room. I don't care about that room. Hold this. Hold this. This is very important to hold. Push up, 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 push up. Both nests, two nests, two nests. Go back to you. Good. No, leave it down. But good. All right, good. We've pushed up. We've locked down this area. It looks like, yeah, we capped this. Look at how Team A claimed the mission vehicle. We're Team A. How do we lose claim of the mission vehicle? Excuse me? Oh, Star-Lord. Okay. But you see how, like, you see what, like, they're having to make a decision now. Like, crap. Yeah, so they're having to make another decision of going that way now. Luckily, your Magneto has a brain. Like, that's another thing. Like, you can't really lock down this area really easily within our nest, but you could put a nest here and distract them slightly. But like, you only need to lock down this area here. F7, F7. Like, your job is to lock down this area and make it hell for the enemy team to get through here. Like, you can't cover I wouldn't do that. Oh, that was an interesting decision. The rest of your team has a brain. They have been doing pretty well with dealing flankers and stuff like that. Like, hey, there's a Luna running through here. She wouldn't be able to do that if you had it locked down here. Are you still frozen? Like, you still got your nest there. Magic's so tough. I hope Magic one-shots the Luna. Damn. Did we get frozen twice? Why are we throwing mines as well? Like, frozen? Oh, there's two Lunas. Oh, okay. We get frozen twice. That's a feels bad. I take it back. We do need to ult this because it's getting rough. Even though our teammates got 2 eliminations, like, we still need control of the tempo. Like, ult just to guarantee the win fight, the team fight. Like, we can still alter this. Cover the entire area. Like, even though there's a Luna ult going off, the Luna ult's going to end before your ult ends. And if it's going off and there's webs everywhere and everyone's getting attacked by little spiderlings constantly, like, someone's going to die even once that ult goes off. And with your spiderlings everywhere, like, this Luna can no longer damage boost. Do we lose this team fight? No, it looks like we end up winning the team fight anyways. It would have been a lot easier if we did end up using your ult. But even then, it's like using your ults until we get picked off with our ult. We end up using our cloak and dagger ult. We should have used our ult much sooner. Should be able to capture this relatively easy. Our teammates kind of carried us there, so the only thing we have to do is just drop a nest down here, cover this doorway. Magic's holding that area over there. They shouldn't have any chance of actually touching. Okay, so we're gonna go hyper aggressive. I don't mind this. Oh, that's what you're going for. Good job. Pushing for it. I don't hear the voice line in a replay for the portal, but you probably did, and you're like, okay, let's go stop that. Good stun. We stopped the portal. We don't allow them to touch. Good job. Now, this is where we end up getting held, I assume. Yeah, so they end up hard holding us somewhere around here. This is where we end up struggling a lot. Okay, so we're going to go back to the leapfrog style I was talking about before. We need to constantly push forward, take space. Dry swap. Dry swap. Time to swap off Penny. It's high elo. No. I mean, you could, but I don't... Like, they want to play Penny, so we're going to do everything we can to max out how they play Penny. You're really worried about the Star-Lord. Because we got our nest. We got mines available. Not fighting on a web. Like, we need to push forward and take this space right now. Like, you're spending a lot of time on the point. You're spending a lot of time worrying about the Star-Lord. But you should have already been up here at this corner here. Having a nest drop down here. Fighting on your nest for the regen and the shields and stuff like that. And being a pain in the ass from this angle here. Because you didn't, like, they're able to just continue walking forward into you. Like, you have a Magneto. He should be doing that realistically, but he's not, so you're going to have to be the one doing it. They end up backing up. Okay, so you're chucking mines at them. We have our nest. We need to leapfrog. Leapfrog, dry swap is what I was calling it. So we need to leapfrog. Pull yourself over here. And we can utilize the tether as well, as I was talking about earlier. So drop our nest down. Have tether ourselves over in this area here. Push out. Fight, 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 fight. If it's dangerous, drop the button. Get yanked back over here just to dodge some bullets and abilities. Go back out here and do it again. And just constantly do that until the payload gets closer or they're giving up a lot more space. They are getting pushed back quite a bit. Maybe you get some elimination, stuff like that. We still have ult. They are dead. They just lost their Star-Lord. You can ult this. Like, when someone on the enemy team gets eliminated and you need to take advantage of the push, you can ult that to utilize the advantage that we just gained. So not fighting on the web. Not fighting on a web. Not fighting on a web. Not fighting on a web. You're naked fighting. Fighting naked. Okay, so it looks like you're going to go on a flank. And honestly, like, you don't need to do that. Like, you can leapfrog right here. Oh, that's your magic. Okay. But you can leapfrog right here. Pull yourself over here. Drop your nest right here. And now we're fighting right here. You don't need to go for a big long flank. You don't need to go in their backline, anything like that. Just fight, like, right here. Like, you can technically lock down a room right here and just be an annoying pain in the shooting here, shooting here. You can come over and take this angle, shoot them from the side and stuff like that. And then once they start pushing back farther, you're going to leapfrog again. Come down here. Now we're fighting around here. But you have to keep that pressure up. Let's see what happens this entire time as you go on that flank over there. You get pushed. You're trying to set up. So we've decided to try to set up a room over here. The problem with this, like, even ignoring the fact that you went for Strange should be dead. Like, if you were, okay, this pillar broke. But if you were fighting around this pillar, like, Strange would be dead. I don't know how Strange is holding this. Okay, he's finally dead. But then we should be leapfrogging down here, dropping our nest down here, and then fighting in there. And well, that's our own mag. Yeah, we've got the elimination. We need to push up. Like, ignoring all of that pathing, but yeah, we're blue team. There's a Star-Lord over there. Magic's dealing with that. But us on Penny, we need to push forward now. We need to come leapfrog. Like I said, leapfrog style. Cancel our nest, grapple down here, drop our nest here. Now we're fighting here. Now we're keeping the pressure up. Now we're snaring Luna here, stuff like that. Where are we going? So we're going for the hard flank over here. Cutting off the escape. Get walled off. Where's our nest? We're not utilizing our nest either. Like if we did want to set up over here, it's on cooldown. Okay. So we can't anyways. 3 seconds before that. So we couldn't drop our nest here anyways because we didn't cancel it soon enough before it got broken. Our nest is back. We drop it here. Now we're just waiting. You're losing a lot of value when you could have just been bouncing around. Like going for the flank at the beginning there was great. But the problem is that now you're going for these the flanks over here, and then you're going for the flank over there, which in theory you would think is good, but instead of doing that, constantly push forward and keep the pressure up, bouncing from here. It's like, okay, now they're moving past this pillar. Now I'm going to drop a nest here, and we're going to fight here. Now they're moving back a little bit farther. Now I'm going to grapple up here. I'm going to drop a nest up here. Now I'm going to fight above them, fight in this area. Like you could be doing the exact same thing you're doing right there, just right here. Instead of now you're getting walled off, now you're waiting around, stuff like that. Had the same problem, huh? So now you're not doing anything. That nest is not getting any value. It's too far away. Yes, there is a lot of downtime right now. No one on the enemy team is going to walk up into that nest. Meanwhile, you could have been right here. You have your nest with you right here, giving you regen and movement speed. Building up shields and stuff like that as well. You can be standing here, helping your magic attack the back line. You can be stunning Luna from up here. You can be stunning... Anyways, we can be fighting up here and stuff like that. Throwing some mines down there on the 2 strategists. There goes the Luna, but Psylocke and Penny are quite different. Yeah. Did we ult? We decided to ult. Okay, so Luna ult comes out. We drop a nest. We use our ult to get to a health pack. Cover a lot of area. I'll be honest, that ult was kind of terrible. Like you didn't. Let's take a look at. Because you use that ult purely to save yourself, but you had to use it. Like, the only reason you had to use ult there is just because of your position. You got caught out. You're taking a lot of damage. Your teammates can't help you or follow up with you right now. They're just going to break your nest, so your ult's useless anyways. Behold, Trap Drag, Gus Against the World. Okay, just everyone's going to press Q. Got it. Okay, there's the Luna ult. Just everyone presses Q. Apparently you guys win this team fight. There's the other 2 ults. That was messy. That was messy. That was messy. Now, if he had ult, it would be fine. Yeah, we're portaling, though, with nothing. If we still had our ult and we engaged in the next fight with our ult after using the portal, sure. No, we're going to portal, so we're going to attempt this. Where are we? Where did we get sent? Okay, we can utilize that's not a terrible portal. We can utilize this. Drop your nests on the high ground and just shoot them from the high ground. I like it. We did not utilize the high ground. Go up here. Where are you going? Like your entire team is right here. Like you drop your nest right here and just fight right here. That's all you gotta do. Does this work for you? So we end up dropping our. We should have engaged with our nest as well. Like we decided to fight without dropping our nest down. So now we drop it down. They're just gonna break it. They don't care. Oh, well, portal. Go through the portal. So now our nest is on 15-second cooldown. You know no one's dead, right? How about I fight them? No, they're yeah, it's a Lord Penny. Come on, no. Luckily, your team got a kill. That was interesting. But look at where your entire team is. Like, your entire team, like, watch all the pathing of your teammates and then watch what you do. Where's the... Okay, so portal's here. Portal opens. Like, you should be up here fighting with your teammates. Stunning, like, look, there's a Luna right here on 1 HP, basically. Like, imagine if you were up here just shooting. All you had to do was just drop a nest up here and just fight around here and just keep the pressure up. But your entire team is fighting a 5v6 as you spawn trap their spawn door. Don't say that this Penny is probably better than both of us. Yeah, I mean, yeah, to be fair, like, they're at a very high rank. And, like, she's a really good Penny. Like, imagine if we're just fighting here, helping our teammates, stunning them, shooting them, coming over here. That's our strange. Snaring, flying guy. Penny at high rank is much harder. Yeah. Like, all of this would work at the lower rank, but it's not going to work in Celestial anymore. That's why they're stuck. Then we get picked off, which would have never happened if we were up here. We got a minute 53 seconds left on the clock. We do have another attack left. Your team needs a reset. Fall back and reset. We need to leapfrog. We need to move over here. Drop a nest down here and fight here. Take the side angle here. Make them look over here. If they start falling back, we can start utilizing that high ground then. Drop, move, leapfrog and dry swap. Dry swap? What was I calling? Dry swap your nest over here and drop it here and then fight again. We're kind of botting out now, fighting in front of them. We do cancel our nest early, which is good. We're going for this flank again. Like, there's not a health pack. There's not a lot of angles we can utilize over here. Even standing here, like, our strategist can't really help you. There's not a lot of good choices for you as Penny to fight over there. Whereas, like, you could have just gone here and kept the pressure up, and then if they got pushed back further, drop down, utilize this area, and then, like, your goal is to eventually get up here and fight around here. Like, once you lock down the area and fight around here, you're pretty much set. Drop our nest there, get stuck on a thing. Yeah, it looks like you might be tilted now, or you're, like, panicking. Good stun. Yeah, it looks like you're panicking. I mean, not ideal, but does it instantly start taking damage? Yeah. Just instantly break it. Whereas, like, if you're up here, like, that wouldn't have happened. Cloak and Dagger wouldn't have felt safe to come up here either. She wouldn't have gone for a flank if you were controlling this space up here. Enemy Psylocke is ulting. We do have a mag and a magic ult coming up. We also have our ult coming up as well, so we're going to need our nest for when we ult. So we can't, like, even though we have ults, like, we can't ult for another 7 seconds. Like, we have to wait. No, we have to wait. We still got 3 seconds. Yeah, we had to wait the extra couple of seconds for our nest and then drop down. Or if you're expecting to ult soon, you need to be saving your nest for those opportunities. Go here. We're almost at the end of this. We end up losing this last team fight. Miss our stun. Throw a nest right there. Like, we could have put the nest right here and then fought around this and used the movement speed and health regen and stuff like that. I assume he instantly starts shooting your nest. No, Star-Lord does. So they break it. Now we're naked again. We are still surviving, but we also got 22 seconds left on the clock. We only have a Hawkeye ult, and the enemy team has a Star-Lord ult. So yeah, this is just a wrap. Like, we've missed our chance of winning this game at this point. So at this point, there's almost nothing we can do unless our teammates make a play. Drop our nest. Gonna die. Yeah. We did what we can there at the end, but nothing else we can do there. Yeah. And we lose. So, yeah, how long? Let me see how long. How long, chat? How long was this? Sad ending. Oh, a 3 hour and 18-minute review. That might have been my longest review I've ever done.